Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this Physical Geography and the Environment 101, number 41864, in this summer 2024 8-week semester that runs from June 16th at 5 p.m. That's right, it actually starts on June 16th through August 10th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari, although I will tell you a deep, dark secret. I'm actually using Safari right now, but that's fine. They also suggest that you clear your cache to ensure the fluidity of the functioning of your system. YouTube has lots of videos on how to do that if you don't know how to do it. I would log in Canvas's phone number into my phone if I was you. It's in my phone. Their number is 844-612-7428. They are available for you as a student of this class for free 24/7. I have found them to be exceptionally helpful. I'm going to walk you through how to get onto this class and some things about this class, although I assume since you are taking this class in the summer in short 8-week session, we call people like you self-selecting students. Sorry, sometimes I stutter and stammer a little bit. So you probably have already taken classes like this, but I'll walk you through some of the ins and outs of it anyway. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you a quick little story. I work out at the YMCA near my house, and sometimes I work out with this gentleman named Gabe, as in G-A-B-E, Gabriel, in other words, but his name, he goes by Gabe. And he's a Vietnam veteran. He's a bit older than I am. And when he found out that I teach geography for a living, he said to me, I never realized how important geography was until I got sent to Vietnam. Because, of course, you can imagine when you're fighting a war, you need to understand topography. You need to understand climate and meteorology. You need to be able to read maps. You need to understand culture, all these kinds of things. So what I'm telling you is that this class is actually kind of a cross-disciplinary subject with a cross-disciplinary discipline approach. So hopefully you'll get some things out of this that go beyond just simply geography. So here's what we do. If you're going to log into this class, you type in sac.edu, just like you see up there, sac.edu. By the way, as I'm doing this, keep in mind that all of my videos, the lecture videos, are all captioned either professionally or by me or both. There are a few mistakes here and there, but they're really, really good. This is also captioned, so you can click on the closed captions and read it if you'd like to do that. Once you click on sac.edu, either this page or a similar page is going to show up. You come over here and you click on Canvas, and then you see that this bronze log into Canvas bar is going to show up. If you click on that, it'll allow you to input your information. And once you do that, we're off to the races. And something like this will show up. This is called your Canvas dashboard. Yes, I have an appointment with Dr. Kwan tomorrow. You can see that. But don't worry about that. You're not going with me to see Dr. Kwan. And then what you do is you just scroll along and find your class. Now, these are my classes and my dashboard, so yours is going to look a little bit different, but it'll be similar. And here it is, number 41864. If you click on that, this is going to open up. You can see lovely tree in Yosemite, an oak tree in Yosemite. It says start here, probably a good place to click. If you click on that, I would please read through this and watch that little video. Notice the information on ChatGPT and AI. I don't want to have problems with you, so please don't use it. That's it. Also notice this, deadlines matter in this class. So it's critical that you realize that the deadlines do matter. I'm going to click over here on home again. And let's go over here and look at the syllabus, since there was a quiz on the syllabus the first week of the semester. Again, keep in mind that deadlines matter. You've got to complete both the syllabus quiz and the first discussion board the first week of this semester. These things must be completed by Saturday, June 22nd at 11:59 p.m., or I am required to drop you by both the college and the state of California. Okay, so please make sure that you complete those two things that are due by June 22nd at 11:59 p.m. By the way, 11:59 p.m. is not 11:59:01. Okay, that 1 second after it's done, everything's done by then. Okay, so make sure that you understand that's the way it works. So you can see the syllabus is going to open up for you, auto open. I would ask you to read through this. Some of it's redundant from what I already said, but just keep it going. Notice this disclaimer: the instructor, which is me, reserves the right to modify this syllabus course overview if needed. Sometimes things happen. You know, we went through a pandemic together, so who knows what's going to happen. Course description, name, format, textbook. There is no textbook that's required in this class, but there are some possibilities for you to look at textbooks if you want to look at some. Like for reference, for example, and I'm not going to test you on any textbook, I'm testing you on the lectures. Course placement, transferability, DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please get that information to me as quickly as possible so I can accommodate you appropriately. Student learning outcomes, course objectives, course topics. Notice the course is broken into 4 sections. Attendance, ChatGPT, and other AI warning. Please read that. I don't want to have a big hassle with this. Course grading, there's 4 100-point multiple choice exams, 8 video homework assignment quizzes, a syllabus quiz, 4 discussion boards worth 25 points each. Notice basically this is a straight scale. No exams will be dropped. No video homework assignment quizzes will be dropped. Syllabus quiz will not be dropped. No discussion boards will be dropped. 0 will be assigned for anything you don't complete. Once a graded assignment is in, it cannot be reopened. There's no retakes, redos, makeups, nothing like that. No late work is accepted. This is the schedule for the semester. If you look over here on the left, you can see what's going on each week. And then you can see over here what's due each week and so on. So scroll through all of that. Take a look at it so you know what's going on. Canvas course site, technical support, required technology. Obviously, you need to have good technology if you're going to do an online class. Academic honesty and student code of conduct. Hopefully you don't have to deal with that. Assignments in Canvas, important dates, miscellaneous, and then Title IX. Okay, good. Let's get back over here to home. All right, now I'm going to show you this. Let's click on modules and we'll begin to walk through the class a little bit. So again, this is mine. It's not yours, so it might look a little bit different because they put stuff on here for instructors. But I would strongly advise that you look at the course information, start here, version 2024, and just go through each one of these. Welcome to Physical Geography and the Environment 101 and read through it, the accessible syllabus if you need that. Asynchronous course facts, instructor contact, communication plan. Let me just click on the instructor contact for a second. There I am at the Taj Mahal. That's not why. If you're going to email me, make sure that you read through this when you email me or message me through Canvas. Please read through it so we don't get off to a funky start. Let's make everything good and right. Then in addition to that, communication plan, course policies, and so on. Some more information from Canvas. Module 1. So because this is an 8-week semester, we're going to do 2 modules per week. A normal 16-week semester, Canvas has built these so that there's 16 modules, but we're doing this in an accelerated way. So we're going to do 2 modules per week. Here's module 1. Here's module 2. That's what you're going to be doing the first week. Although I'm going to have things open so you can at least begin to look at the lecture videos quicker than that if you want to. Although graded assignments will not be open until the dates they're actually supposed to be open. So what I would strongly suggest is you go to, for example, module 1, click on that. I would read through this and watch that video. I'm going to backspace. You could have just gone to next and you'd get to the next thing. Welcome Physical Geography and Environment 101. This is just the same video that I showed you in the start here before. Then here are the 4 graded assignments for module 1. Okay, and these are also 4 of the 5 graded assignments for this first section of the class. There are 4 sections of the class. Each one ends in an exam. Notice that all graded assignments are indented 1 space. Okay, can you see that? So the first thing you have to do is the syllabus and suggestions for successful completion of geography. What you do is you read the syllabus that I just looked at a moment ago, and you open this up, and then you read the instructions, and then you take the quiz. All right. I'm going to click next just to show you that we can do that. This is the first discussion board. You know, we all went through the pandemic together, so I think it's a kind of good place to start because we all have this in common with each other. And then you can see what you do is you read the instructions, and then in order to submit your response, you click in here and then blah, 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 blah. And then down there in the bottom right, you click on post reply and it will indeed post the reply. Then you can see other people's responses and you need to reply to another student. All right, then let's go to next again. And you can see that there are 2 video homework assignment quizzes. Both of these are due, however, on June 29th at 11:59 p.m. But I do want you to understand this. You see this warning? Because this is summer, there are people who take this class and are not in the United States. They go on vacation, they continue to take the class. The problem is that the Earth Revealed videos and the Habitable Planet video, like for example, this one, they are not available outside the United States. You might be able to get them in Canada. I don't think you can even get them in Mexico. So if you're outside the United States, you are not going to be able to access these, and I can do nothing about that. You are still required to get them done. Now, if you read the warning, you'll see that some students have figured out ways to do this outside the United States, but I cannot help you with that. If you're inside the States and you're taking it, all you have to do is just click on this, Habitable Planet. It will show up, and then you click on that. It's completely captioned by the very wealthy Annenbergs. You watch it, and then you take a quiz on it. That's it. You get 2 attempts on the quiz, and Canvas will automatically take your highest score. Same thing with the Earth Revealed. Click on that. There it is. Okay, and it will just pop up. Okay, and you can watch it, and again, there's the warning, and then take the quiz on it. All right? Let's go to the next thing. I'll click on next again here. And you can see textbook versus a professor. It just talks a little bit about the textbook. Now, this is Section 1, Module 1, Terms and Concepts. This is what you are supposed to get out of the lectures in Module 1. All right, I'm going to click Next. And there you go. Introduction to Physical Geography and the Environment, the Earth System. What you do is you click on this, you watch it. It's captioned, as I said, and that terminology and those concepts are going to be showing up there. When you're done with that one, you look at the next one, and so on. Geometry of degrees, and you just go through Module 1, just like that. Watching those, making sure that you're picking up that terminology, very much like an in-person class, okay? And then when you're done with that, you go to Module 2. I would look at the introduction, and then we have Section 1, Module 2, Terms and Concepts. These are the terms and concepts that you need to get out of this particular module. Now, anytime you see more about, you do not need to look at the more abouts. I put them in there in case you need somebody else talking about the seasons or insolation or the greenhouse effect or whatever. And then you can see Module 3, which is really kind of technically beginning the second week, and then Module 4, which is also the second week. That's the Section 1 exam, which is based on the first 3 modules. Once you complete that, then we start Module 5 and 6, and we just sort of rinse and repeat. We do the same thing, and then Module 7, then Module 8, we have an exam, and so on. That is the way we go through this brief semester. Now, let me tell you this. Discussion board topics are not just straight-ahead geography topics. I'm going to click on Home, so we go back over to here. Although mostly they're kind of related to geography, but almost anything can be construed as geography. But they're meant to represent topics that might arise organically in a face-to-face or a live class. They have some relation to geographic topics, but might be kind of distantly related. Nevertheless, they're the types of things that come up in a college classroom and then elicit discussion, and that's the way we're going to roll. Okay? Anybody have any questions? You guys, anybody? Anybody? You want to raise your hand? Question? Comment? Okay, so let me tell you this. Would you like 5 extra credit points on your Section 1 exam? Everybody raise your hand who wants the 5 extra credit points on the Section 1 exam. Well, I don't see that many people doing it. All right, that dude's doing it. She's doing it too. Oh, okay, so these are the people, I guess, who want the 5 extra credit points. Here's what you do, all right? If you want the 5 extra credit points on the Section 1 exam, email me or message me through Canvas with the name of the guy from the YMCA that I spoke about at the beginning of this video regarding geography. Put the name of the class, which is Geography 101, number 41864, and his name in the subject box of the message or the email. And then your name in the body of the email. This must reach me by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, June 22nd, in order to receive those points. And just so you know, the place that you found this video, which is at the bottom of the email, the welcome email, within that welcome email, there is also the possibility to get 5 extra credit points on the Section 1 exam. And in fact, there are going to be multiple places where this happens throughout the semester. So if you're reading the emails and paying attention and being conscientious, you will find that there are these beautiful little things in here to help you get through this class with free extra credit. They don't require you to do any real work at all. All right, let's have a great 8 weeks.